Hey everyone, my name is Christopher Sean. I'm honored to be here and be a part of the Boston, Massachusetts Asian American Pacific Islander Civil Rights Forum. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. And again, thank you all for having me. Let's get started. So my mother is Sayuri Aoki. She's Japanese, and when she married my father, Patrick Friel, now a veteran retiring rank E8 in the Navy, 25 years of service, they moved to America, where I was born. I am an Asian American. I am multi-ethnic, and I am proud. My Japanese name is Sho Aoki. Now, some of you may know me from my roles on Hawaii Five-0, Days of Our Lives, or Star Wars Resistance, where I am the first Asian American lead of a Star Wars franchise. As a kid growing up, I remember having a poster of Bruce Lee over my bed. He was my hero, and I saw him as the legend he was. Not only could he do martial arts, he was a great father, a well of deep moral knowledge, and he was also a movie star. He captured the essence of what being a master truly was. He was a role model, and he was one of the few people on TV that I knew was multi-ethnic like me. He's one of the few Asian Americans that I could relate with, and every time that I saw images of Bruce Lee, I was proud to be me. Now imagine growing up and always seeing another person be the hero in movies and television. This person doesn't look like you, but looks like everyone else. Now, if that person is always personified as the hero in stories, then society will view only those like said hero as worthy of greater things. So, where does that leave you? In a society that is backing these so-called heroes, you are left believing that it can never be you. You've never seen it to be true, and as much as you want change, well, nobody believes it possible because it hasn't been done. Nobody believes in change or wants change because they're afraid that it will take away from the splurges in their life that they've created. And soon enough, you will follow what the trends are because that's what we're programmed to do. Actions speak louder than words is a traditional mindset that we as Asian Americans abide to. And so we respectfully keep quiet as we've been taught. Television and movies have such an important impact in development and in culture. It is a platform for messages to be spread. Children's early experiences shape what they imagine to be possible. We must redefine ourselves. The media has painted such a morphed perception on us as Asian Americans, and we must change this. We are making waves, but those waves fade in time. We must continue to make a deeper impact and keep those waves of change flowing. So in time we are seen as acceptable in our new definition of self and culture. It's time for change. Asian Americans have always been viewed as secondary or even tertiary heroes of American storytelling when shown on screen in television and movies. If we are always portrayed as less than on camera, then we allow ourselves to be viewed as that in society. This problem becomes a domino effect on a psychological level. Those in powerful positions will not provide opportunity to those they believe are less than. For example, Goldhouse, and I quote, says, in Silicon Valley, Asians are 30% of workforce but less than half of executive ranks. We're the least likely to get promoted, experience the widest margins of economic disparity of any domestic demographic, have the highest rates of poverty in certain regions, and certain conditions like clinical depression, suicide, and diabetes befall our people more than any other group per capita. Are we seeing a trend here? If actions are supposed to be speaking louder than words, then why are Asian Americans so overlooked? Not only in the entertainment industry, but also in the working class. Is it because we are not loud and angry? I mean, what makes it such a common happenstance in American culture? I mean, it's okay to speak out against what's wrong. It's okay to want change. It's okay to go out and try to make change and still be honorable and respectful. This is America. We are Asian Americans, just like European Americans and Latin Americans and African Americans. We are all immigrants, but we are all now united under one flag. We can and we must learn to evolve the American mindset for future generations. We should fight for something that is worth fighting for. Asian American children grow up believing in social trends and media views and strive to avoid spotlight through succession with anonymity, leaving no cultural growth, and the cycle continues on. I believe in the old saying that life imitates art. If we do not continue to provide stories that show Asian Americans as the action hero or the superhero, or as the street smart and book smart hero, as the anti-hero, as the love interest, as the leading men and women in the industry, then history will be written without our favor. How many Oscars for lead roles do Asian Americans hold? And why is it that we don't have more? It is because the opportunities aren't provided. The roles aren't written or produced. The truth is, many of us grow up and our parents want us to be successful, so they frown upon the entertainment industry as a means of success. They take away any dreams of stardom to make sure that you are financially stable and secure in life. They're afraid that you won't be successful in the industry because the success rates for Asian American actors are few and far between. But imagine if they knew it were possible. Don't you think that they would push hard for your dreams to come true? The truth is, there isn't much that hasn't been said about this topic. But every time a minority protests, a new voice joins the movement, and it will spark a reaction. It will open the ears and eyes of those ignorant and choosing to avoid the unequal treatment that they've been living with. Every voice matters to help bring change. Try walking a mile in the shoes of the oppressed, and you'll see just how heavy the chains of repression can be. Traditional American superheroes like the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers, all Marvel projects or any projects along those lines, all of these American mainstream movies, there's only a few Asian American superheroes that stand amongst them, and none of them are lead roles of their movie franchise. We do have a Shang-Chi coming soon. I'm grateful for that. For Disney princesses, we have Mulan live action in production. Now that's only one in different categories. If we're always only given one, then how does that equate to equality? Are we going by percentages of total American population? Because if so, according to the United States Census Bureau back in 2016, it shows American population being at 21 million. That's 7.5% of America. We are given one superhero. And of course, he falls into the category of martial arts and is given no superpowers. Why can't Asian Americans be leading men or women? Someone articulate, strong, with multiple talents, not just kung fu on screen. Are we happy with this percentage of representation? Will we settle with the small piece of the pie? The truth is, nobody wants to just give away more of what they have. We don't get to just take it away. We have to get to a point where we work so hard that we don't ask for a piece any longer, but we create our own and separate the pieces amongst ourselves. Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Indian, Indonesian, Vietnamese, Hong Kong, Singaporean, Philippines, mono-ethnic and multi-ethnic, to name a few, but we as Asian Americans must work together and stop the Civil War and become a united voice. I'm not asking for more than others, but I'm demanding equality for all and not just one race. Actions speak louder than words, but we must meet our actions with words. The way we are psychologically trained to think directly and indirectly affects the way we are treated in life. So, wouldn't you say if we are thought to always be the sidekick, then we would never be seen as a CEO? We would never get moved up in working places because we aren't seen as having leadership qualities? It's kind of a scary thought, but the numbers show that in work environments we are actually less likely to be given those opportunities. Everyone knows about the exploitation of Chinese on the railroads, the Japanese being put in internment camps during World War II. Opportunities out there, and regardless of who you are, we don't need to exploit the past. We need to capitalize on the present. We are chipping away slowly, and we are breaking stereotypes and setting new standards in the entertainment industry for Asian Americans, but we must keep pressing forward. Change will only occur with hard-fought work. We are not just asking for more, we are asking for equality, and that is a hard pill to swallow. Who benefits from the change? Not just us as Asian Americans, but the entirety of us as Americans benefit. Bickering and bullying will dilute because the understanding and respect for one another on a deeper level from the stories shared. Relatable stories of humanity. As an Asian American actor, I hope to be a role model for the future. A healthier lifestyle, providing mentorship and giving back to the community by being a support system and an anchor for those wanting to follow a dream. I will fight to help create an equal view on not just Asian American culture, but American culture as a whole. And I want to thank you again for having me, and I hope that this message speaks to all of you, because it really does come from the heart. So thank you.